What is up, my buttery biscuits? So in today's video, I have another review for you guys. So it was my goal in 2020 to do more makeup videos, more reviews, specifically because I miss doing reviews because y'all know I'm broke. And I like to review a product so that way I can help you guys and maybe help you guys save some money too, because you know what? Things are expensive, things are overhyped, and then like, say for example, you're like looking into something, you're like, oh, it sounds good, and then it's a waste of money, you know? So in today's video, even though, okay, I know a lot of people are probably like, who really like reviews drugstore makeup? But I love to review drugstore makeup because that adds up too. And if you think about it, if you guys have the same mentality as me, I used to have this mentality before I started doing YouTube of like, oh, that's only $10. And then it's and then you're just kind of like, oh, I wasted $10. Let me buy something else, and $10 and $10 and $10, and it adds up. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a review of the Covergirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk. So if you guys are interested in this just came out. So I'm going to be testing it out today. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so that way you guys get notified when I upload a new video. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you guys like my reviews. And if you don't, then don't give it a thumbs up, you know, because then I'll just do cheese my videos only. Nah. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and jump right into the review. Y'all, today we are really gonna test out this foundation because it is toasty in LA. I just don't understand the weather. One day it's cold, one day it's hot. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and read the details to you guys from Ulta, which kind of weird if you guys are shopping at Ulta. For some reason, they do not say whether it's a light coverage, medium coverage, full coverage. It doesn't give that type of thing, but I looked it up on the Covergirl actual website and it is a light coverage, but this thing has a lot of claims, okay? So, you know what, let me just go ahead and read the claims to you guys right away. It says, blurs imperfections, evens out skill tone, sheer buildable coverage, instant and all-day hydration, and long wearing. I'm like, okay, you're saying a lot right there, so we're gonna see if you come through. So this is the details on the Ulta website. Show off fresh, healthy skin with you, skin you, with healthy skin you with, okay, y'all know I can't read, but this healthy skin you with Covergirl Clean. Ulta, you need to get it together. Healthy skin you with Covergirl Clean. Girl, formulated without parabens, sulfates, and phthalates. I don't know how to say that. This lightweight, nourishing liquid foundation gives your skin the moisture boost it craves with a delicate infusion of milky coconut and soothing aloe, which I'm kind of excited for because you guys know I have like really red skin. Actually, today is not too bad, but this cheek is just always bad. So aloe may be really good. You'll experience a glowing, dewy finish that lasts all day long, blurring imperfections and creating a more even skin tone. Pro tip, use Covergirl True Blend Face Primer before applying for an even more flawless finish. I do have that, however, I'm just gonna go in with my Vitamin Enriched Base because y'all know my skin has been kind of dry recently, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on. And like I said, this is a light coverage, and today I'm gonna be taking the Tati Blendiful again, and just give it another shot because I kind of want to get used to it because I really, really loved the way it applied my under eye concealer and powder. Well, powder throughout the whole face was bomb, but the concealer underneath my eye, y'all, like I was like shook. And even when I was editing that video, I was like, oh my God, my under eye looked like the best it's ever looked. So I'm gonna try to like get used to that throughout the whole face. It just was like really weird. It's a very awkward shape and it's just awkward in the hand, but yeah, let me go ahead and shut up and put this on. All right, so I have that base all on. I forgot to let you guys know this is available in 14 shades, so it's a very small range. And look, I was like, y'all know it is like literally gonna be the death of me to find a perfect match. It's like unheard of. I don't know if you guys saw my last video, the review of the Tati Blendiful. I was putting on my Huda Beauty foundation and I'm in between shades right now. In the summer, I'm normally a 330, but right now I'm in between a 330 and 300, and I looked so pale when I was doing that video. I was like, oh, but I'm in between, and if I put on the darker one, then I'm gonna look so orange, and I'd rather look pale than orange personally. Anywho, so I'm in between in this as well too. I was looking at the light and I was looking at the light medium, and I just went with the light medium. This may be a little bit orange. By the way, it's super, super liquidy. So just be careful with that when you're squeezing it out because yeah, it's super liquidy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on the Blendiful, and then let's go ahead and see. It says that it does have a buildable coverage, so I'm curious to see if it's really buildable. Let's go ahead and see here. Oh, by the way, it does have a little hint of coconut. Oh, you know what? I just washed my sponge. It could be that too. I'm gonna smell it straight from there to see because I'm like, huh, I wonder if, oh, Okay, that is not applying so good right away. This better not be the Milani all over again. I swear, I swear, I swear. There is like chunkiness in there. What the heck? Okay. There's some type of chunkiness in there. It's just... Okay, let me go ahead and switch to the smaller Blendiful. I'm just going to try different things here because I do not want another Milani mishap. That Milani foundation, you guys know this Screen Queen was absolutely terrible. And that's what this is looking like right away. And this is like not even building it. So imagine when it's being built. That looked really bad. Okay, let's see with this one. Okay, there. Okay. I don't know if maybe it's this sponge. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and wet my Fenty sponge and I'll be right back. I'm going to try that because this, you guys, let me lean in way close so that way you guys can see. Let's focus, girl. Hello. Do you guys see the texture that it's leaving right there? Like, what is that? Oh, I'll be right back. Okay, so the drugstore foundations are really trying it. So I went and wet my Rihanna sponge and it started doing the same thing. I took a picture so that way you guys can see. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do it with a brush because everyone was telling me that the Milani Screen Queen foundation is terrible with a sponge, but it's great with a brush. But you guys know I have broken capillaries, so I just have to move extremely slow, and if I pull at all on top of the capillaries, it's basically like broken skin, so it'll skip, so it looks really, really bad. So I was applying just a little bit right here with this Hank and Henry Tasha brush. Tasha brush. I wanted to say Tatcha. And actually it's looking really good with this. I don't know what is up with these drugstore foundations, like having to use a brush, but I started applying it like super slowly with this, and actually it was looking pretty good. The coverage is very sheer, but it looks very nice, but I just have to do it super, super slow with this oh, it looks really bad right there. Okay, you know what? These drugstore foundations, you guys, they're not doing it for me these days. Like, you guys know, okay, the L'Oreal Pro Glow, and then what was the other one? The 24-hour wear or something? I forget which one the other one is, the red one, the red and black. Those two are bomb. And the Maybelline Fist Me foundation, I love those, but these ones are just trying it these days. Yeah, no, you know what? This is leaving those same type of spots, but I'm just going to keep on stippling just to see because I want to actually do a wear test. If you guys are new here, I always keep my foundation on for at least 6 to 8 hours because I feel like so many channels will just try on something and then be like, oh, I like it, and call it a day. It's like, no, you need to leave a foundation on when you're doing a proper review because your skin is going to react through it throughout the day. Say for example, your oils come out, you get more dry, like, you know what I mean? So you got to keep it on to give a actual review rather than just keep it on for 5 minutes, you know? So let me just go ahead and, you know what I noticed? The more slow I put it on, the better it is. I've never experienced that, but it is looking good as soon as I slowly stipple it. Yeah, it's looking so much better. That actually looks pretty nice, but it's some work. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and with some more here on my right side, just with the brush only, no sponge at all. And let's see how this reacts over here. Let's see, can you guys see? Okay. And you know what? You know how in the beginning I was saying, oh, I just washed my Tati Beauty Blendiful, whatever it's called. And I was like, oh, it smells good. It's the foundation, it smells good. It does have a little hint of coconut. I really like the way it smells. It's like very, very soft, but you could still smell it. I really like the smell. I do wish it was a little bit more strong though, because y'all know, I know Too Faced is canceled, but I love the smell of the Hangover. Okay, with a brush, when I'm slow, I don't know if you guys can see how slow I'm doing this. It does look really good though, as soon as I'm doing it this slow, but with a sponge, hell no, that looked bad. Okay, applying this with a brush, the finish is actually looking beautiful. It is very dewy. Oh, as soon as this one dried down, that actually looks like a natural skin-like finish. This one right here is obviously still wet, but I really, really like, the coverage is very sheer. You guys know I like a full coverage because of my redness, but I feel like it does take away my redness, which I like. And I don't know if I told you guys, but recently I've been looking for a good, like, let me say medium coverage foundation, because I want something that like it's not going to be like too heavy, you know, as like the Huda Beauty is so full coverage. But sometimes I want something that's going to be a little bit more natural, and I really like the L'Oreal Pro Glow. I love that one. However, it bothers me that there's white dots in it, and I've tried that thing every other way. Okay, so on my forehead, I let you guys know before, on my forehead I can actually, you know, brush it on like normal. So I'm just gonna go ahead and brush this on like normal. Okay, so I set this side right here with the Laura Mercier, and you know what? I just felt like I've been complaining in my past few reviews, but just things have not been good. There's just been a whole bunch of misses. I did this with a brush, and then I took a picture that way you guys can see, and it started getting splotchy as well too. And then this side, it started reacting really weird with the Laura Mercier, and y'all know I've been using Laura Mercier translucent setting powder for like years now at this point with so many different foundations, and it's never reacted this way. And this side I thought, okay, it looked good because I really like the finish in the areas that it like looks good. It looks really good, but the areas like right here, it's just splotchy and getting little dots, and the Laura Mercier is looking really weird on top of it. It just kind of makes me sad because I feel like in the past few reviews it's just been so many misses, but this is just not it, and no product has ever acted weird. Yeah, it's so weird with this Laura Mercier. As soon as I put it on, it like clings to an area and then it looks like dry skin, and it's like, okay, my skin has been dry, but not at all right there on my cheeks. My skin's been dry on the side of my nose and underneath my eye, and that's about it. So I'm just like, with this, but it's not as bad as the Screen Queen foundation, so I am gonna keep it on so that way I can do a full wear. But honestly, already, unless it's like works some magic throughout the day, I'm just not really too big of a fan of it. It kind of sucks because the finish is beautiful and I feel like the coverage is enough, but that little splotchiness is really annoying, and it has those dots kind of like the L'Oreal Pro Glow, and those dots is what kills the foundation for me because I love the Pro Glow, the coverage, the finish, everything like that. It's just those white dots are so annoying, and when I did the review of that, so many of you guys were like, mine does that too, and I shake it and I shake it and I shake it, and same thing with this foundation because it is a hydrating foundation. I shook it really hard and I'm experiencing the same little dots, but it's not as bad as the Screen Queen, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep it on. You guys, I'm gonna throw on some bronzer and stuff like that, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it off camera so that way we save time on this video. It is currently 4:12 right now, so I'm gonna keep this on for I would say 6 to 8 hours. We'll see, but for sure at least 6, and we'll see how it wears. But so far, it's like it's not terrible, but it's not good. You know what I mean? So that's where we're at right now. But I'll do a check-in in a couple hours and let you know how I'm liking it then. Alright, so I didn't do a check-in for this foundation because I was at the school that I work for and the music was blasting and I didn't want to do a copyright claim or anything like that. But I have to let you guys know that I put on my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin on top of this, so that's why it looks really good right now. But to be dead honest with you guys, this by itself with the Laura Mercier translucent powder was just not the one. I feel like it was decent. It's not as bad as the Milani Screen Queen foundation, whatever it's called. It's not as bad as that, but it's not so good. As you guys can tell, as the pictures that I put on the screen, it just left my skin looking very textured, and my skin is not textured whatsoever. But this mixed with the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin was bomb. By itself with the Laura Mercier translucent powder was just not the one though. I feel like this may be one of the things for you guys. If you guys are like super dry maybe, I don't know if it was my oils in my skin that was making it separate and cause it to be a little bit splotchy, but I don't know. I feel really bad because I feel like the previous foundations that I've done have just been so mediocre. I haven't been happy with them. They've just been a miss for me that I feel like I'm constantly complaining and I'm constantly like, it's not for me, it's not for me, and I feel like I just am hating so many things, but I'm just really over it. And this to me, it wasn't the worst, but honestly, like, to be straight up with you guys, I won't be using it again, honestly. Like, I'm kind of like, I'll get my money back because it just was not the one. I don't know. It just left my skin looking textured and I really didn't like that, and it took a lot of work. If you guys saw earlier when I was putting it on my skin, I was very slowly stippling it on, and I'm like, I shouldn't have to do all that work, especially for a drugstore foundation. Like, it just, no. Anyways, you guys, if you guys have this foundation, let me know how you guys like it. I will say the pros from it, the finish is beautiful. The finish is really beautiful and the smell is really good, and it does have some good ingredients for the skin. So those are the positives that I'll say about it. But overall, it's just like a no for me. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. And it's not even good. It's just kind of like mediocre, I guess. Less than mediocre. I don't know. Anyways, if you guys have it, you guys let me know how you guys like it. Leave it down in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.